3, 2, 1, and the countdown's done, Joe. It's okay, you can now take a photo. And Jaime, let go of your pizza. Pineapple filled only if you can't see us. And he's just smiling and giggling, always listening so she can understand everything. This is the team that has your back when everything's whack. Yo, they'll make you laugh, join in the friendship, the community of fun, and learn something cool so you can be the one. Now wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. You filthy animals, filthy animals. It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?
Do y'all know how much I love that intro? I just love that.
It's so fun, right?
That's like one of my favorite ones.
I did miss it towards the end of the year last year. That's why I started out this year with it, because I was like, oh, I kind of miss Jason's rap.
Yeah, and I was like, I even forgot that I used to count down. I used to count us in like that. And
oh, we thought this was the new year.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I used to do that, huh? Somebody finagled it away from me, but it's cool. It's cool. It's whatever. I'm not mad.
Not mentioning any names or people.
Not mentioning any names. Oh, not mentioning any names.
Good evening, everyone.
That's the same color hat, Mr. Pineapples. I thought you said you had 8 of them.
I do, but you know how you kind of just stick with one mainly?
No?
And it's also what happens when you have 5 of the same color.
It's the one that's right here, right next to your desk.
I actually sleep with it. It's how cold I get.
What's
the
word
I'm looking with socks on? Psychopath.
F that noise.
That's me.
That's too dang cold, y'all. That's too dang cold.
If y'all can, make sure you click on the hearts, and then I want you to share the show on your personal timelines, and then hashtag Where's Trey, okay? WHERESTREY. Where's Trey? So we want to get that going. I'm actually keeping tabs on the hashtag, and we're below the 1,000 mark. So the goal is to get that to past 1,000.
Have you talked to him at all?
Yeah, I talked to him often, actually.
Does he know that we've been hashtagging him?
No, I'm not going to tell him that. You know what? And this is a good segue for something else. I will tell you too.
Okay.
Ready.
I have a little secret that I've been keeping from the two of you for quite a while now.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to reveal it yet because I'm not ready to.
What the?
But I will tell you, there is a special...
Can you hear my eyes rolling?
There is an Easter egg that I've had going on for quite a while. I just can't tell you about it right now.
Oh,
okay.
Nor do I know when I'll be able to tell you about it. But I will share, there are only 2 other people in existence that know about this secret. And they have been sworn to secrecy as well. So if anyone out there ever finds the Easter eggs that I'm talking about, good on you. Let me know privately, and we'll see what's in store for you.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, Sandy.
You know what grinds my freaking gears?
What grinds your gears, Sandy?
It's crap.
Because I have a pretty good idea. I have a pretty good idea myself.
JPineapples grinds my gears.
Why would you do? Here we go. Let me help you out. Here you go. Sandy, we have a secret that only you and I know. That we can't tell Mr. Pineapples. That's it.
Never tell him.
Only 5 other people in existence know about it. 5.
Oh my! He's the worst, and he knows. He knows not to tell me anything like that.
Right. So if I stay up all night wondering about it and going through all 150 episodes trying to find the Easter egg, that's your fault.
Right.
It may not be all 150 episodes. It may not even be episodes.
You're lucky that I'll probably forget this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm counting on it, actually.
Yeah.
So
how's it going, everybody? I don't see any comments.
How come we are not getting any comments from our 2 followers?
I'll tell you why.
Right. And
tell you why that
CPJ, and she's going home tonight.
Oh, that's good. That's good news.
CPJ is probably not catching us tonight.
So I think we may have quite a few quite less followers tonight because it's been a crazy day. So we want to know, come here to hang out with us. We don't know what we're going to talk about or what we're going to do, but we can guarantee that you'll have a good time while you're here with us.
Okay. No, okay, good.
Oh, look, we have our first comment.
Nice. I love myself too.
Right.
What a great comment.
First time watcher, first time commenter.
Long time.
I've just got on the show like 5 minutes ago, and yeah.
I'm late. What did we miss from Jamie?
Nothing important.
He comes on here to tell us that he has a major secret, but guess what? He's not telling any of us. And you know what? He said that you know, so tell us in the comments.
Yeah, he did. He said that you're one of the two people
Bree.
that know.
Oh, Bree's
How are you doing, Bree?
Bree, you graduate college this year, don't you?
Bree Creative.
Am I remembering correctly? I think she does.
That is awesome. What was I going to say?
What were you going to say?
Said, oh, geez.
So we'll be messaging you, Dolores, to find out what is going on because
tell us what he told you.
Hey, and where's Gabs at? Where's Gabs at?
Probably still working, right?
She said, "Look at Bree." She said, "Yes, I'm student teaching now." That's
Wow.
so awesome, Bree. You're growing up before our very eyes.
Bree, you can't be. You're like this tall. There's no way. There's no way that you could be student teaching. That just makes me feel like
older.
Makes me feel like 6.
Makes me feel like I'm 20 again.
Man, I forgot I was going to.
I thought she was saying, "Is it the secret massage?" And I'm like, that isn't the message.
Whoa, secret massages.
So if y'all didn't catch, Monday we got our video pulled, and so last night after the show, I stayed up to edit out the piece that was that got us pulled off.
It was my piece.
And y'all thought it was me and my UFOs, but the aliens want to be heard.
No, it was my piece because the guy he wants to sue the Hawaiian roll company because they're not really made in Hawaii.
And what do they call that? I guess it's a gag order, right? When they try to pull all the media from it so that it doesn't sway people's opinions.
I guess. Then why is it on the interwebs? That's just crazy.
Look at Bree. She said that the middle school kids thought she was one of them. Totally believe it.
Oh yeah.
And she said that's why she's here, to make you feel younger.
Thanks, Bree. I appreciate
So if you go back on Monday and watch our episode again, if you fast forward to the 53-minute mark, that's where Joe's part starts. But that's also where I edited something. I wish I could have been a little bit more intentional and spectacular, but it was tiring. And I was like, I'm just going to copy, paste.
Oh, so it was a hard cut. It was a hard cut.
Not so much. Give it a watch, Joe. Just tell me what you think. I will say it was definitely a lazy man's edit. So I was tired, but I was like, I'm gonna get this done tonight.
So you think that episode it's what's causing some of our late joiners and our page not being seen by so many.
We didn't start on time today.
Well, that's my
fault.
Yeah.
I also think just what happened earlier, people may be feeling a little tired.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that we're still starting off the new year. So
right. Well, I shared it on my page, and I told people, it's like, hey, if you want to watch something besides the barn fire, then you can definitely watch us because we are totally unscripted right now.
We are totally a separate barn fire.
We're totally separate but fun barn fire.
If y'all didn't read, you can join us right now. For the first person who messages me, I'll send you the link to our show, and you can hop on here with us, and it might be a little bit more fun with you.
It might be. You can't be funnier than us. You can't be better looking than us. And you definitely can't be more itchy than us, because You got some itchy issues right here.
Oh,
Just
let
feels
me
good.
get
Once
mine.
you start, it's just kind of like
I know. It's like addictive. Ooh, right there.
Yeah.
Right there. You know
Mine
what I'm
isn't
saying?
as sturdy as y'all's. Mine's prettier than y'all's. It's just not
Yeah.
as sturdy.
Right.
We went with function,
Yeah.
functionality.
It's
And I
always
went
about
with
the
what was
function
available because I saw it and I was like, oh, I need one for the show.
for the show.
So
I need
Bree,
one
while you're
for the show.
watching, and since we don't get to see you much in the comments section, we'd like for you to bring up a topic. Actually, all of you, throw a topic in the comments for us because we kind of want to do a round robin on it. We're going to dissect it and talk about it a little bit, and then you can tell us what you think. But y'all start just throwing random topics in there for us.
Yeah. Throw out a topic that's not political.
Sean
on,
wants
people.
to talk about the old mans. That's y'all.
Okay. The Old Man in the Sea, written by. What was his name?
That's a good one.
Listen,
Who wrote?
my first topic that I want to talk about
Go for it.
is, do y'all like beans for breakfast?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
Like
one.
refried beans and burritos. So let me tell you something that happened to me. Back before I was gluten-free, we would go to Rose's to get burritos. So they gave me the wrong order. So I went back to the office. They gave me 4 bean and cheese burritos. And I was like, okay, this is a great lunch meal, but this is not for breakfast. Am I by myself on that? Because I love beans, lunch and dinner, but I don't love beans for breakfast. I feel like it's too heavy of a breakfast item.
I'll go first. So,
Okay.
for me, I kind of get what you're saying in a way, Sandy. Like, for me, beans are definitely more lunch and dinner items. Definitely. Breakfast, I gotta say, it's like an occasion. So I think you and I were also talking about earlier steak and eggs. You were saying how you're not a steak and eggs gal, right?
Lunch or dinner. I cannot do steak for breakfast.
See, and I feel the same way, but I've had them for breakfast. And I don't mind it, but it's definitely not my go-to ever. And so I feel like that's the same way with beans is I have to have them in a very certain condition, like with eggs and bacon maybe and tortillas, some jalapenos. But even then, it's not something that I look like, oh, I need to get beans. I need to get beans. You know what I mean? And if you don't have beans, it's a deal breaker. I can't have breakfast. So I think I
What's an
err more on the
unpopular
side
opinion
of
in my
you.
office? Okay.
Really?
Good.
What about you, Joe?
Beans and eggs are not to be mixed.
No. Okay, so growing
I can't
up,
do beans for breakfast, and I can't do beans in my breakfast burritos.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're here. Thank God. But growing up poor, sometimes you had to make certain meals, and I want to tell you that beans and eggs was one of my favorite meals. Like, I wish I would have made more of that for
one of
my
my
boys.
only meals.
Yeah, sometimes it was one of our only meals. But yes,
Love you,
beans
Mom.
and eggs
Nothing
are
on
legit.
you.
Right.
Yeah. And
So-
Sandy, I can remember one time where my mom had told me one night when I was like, I'm hungry. I was complaining. I must have been in second, third grade, something like that. And I was like, Mom, is dinner ready? I'm hungry. Come on. And I was like, what's for dinner? And she said, frijoles, es todo. And I was like, huh? Are you serious? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I'd rather go to bed than eat beans. And she goes, you can go to bed if you want to. And I was like, okay. So I went to bed without eating that night. And the next day I told the school that my mom sent me to bed without feeding me. And then they called CPS and the police.
No.
And I got beat.
So CPS is going to need to be called after.
Oh
She
my
was like,
gosh.
did I send you to bed without eating? And I straight face told them all, yeah.
I would have said, CPS, record this while I beat my child, and then you can.
Right. I gave him the choice of going to bed without.
She totally gave me the choice, and I was like, okay. But what was funny was she ended up really making fried pork chops that night, which I really loved. But little me, I couldn't tell the flavors that were coming out of the kitchen, so I was like, okay, good night. I'm not gonna eat beans. Not gonna do it.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I'm
funny.
tired of eating beans all the time for dinner, breakfast, lunch, everything. I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'm done. We had pork chop. That kind of goes in line with I don't know if you guys ever thought about this too. So same situation, Sandy. Growing up, didn't have a lot, so we're grateful for what we did get and stuff. But for the longest time, I had this belief that occasionally we would have purple cabbage in our salad. And I thought, oh, we're like the rich people. We got
You're like,
purple.
it's the first of the month. Wake up.
And for years, I used to think when we had purple cabbage in the salad, that meant that Mom got paid and she had a little extra on the paycheck because there was purple cabbage in the salad.
Cabbage.
That is so funny.
Because you go to Brian's or Sizzler or whatever, and there would be some purple cabbage in there. So I thought that just meant those the rich people went there because we didn't go out to eat often either. And so it was like purple cat. And I later learned, I was like, oh.
Do you know that I was 13 the first time we went out to eat?
Really?
What?
Where was your...
Yeah, here's the funny part. We went to KFC.
That place is never going to leave the three of us, is it?
Oh my goodness, freaking KFC.
And then it was just like, oh my gosh, like, do we eat the chicken with our hands or do we have to use... I mean, we had no idea. We'd never gone anywhere to eat. We all of our meals, we had 8 home-cooked meals 3 times a day during the summer, and then we had meals at school, but it was just a whole new world when we went out to eat.
Crazy. KFC, huh? You're like, we're rolling.
Okay, we're backed up on comments. So
All right,
Joanne said, you guys are making my back itch.
What?
She
What is
said,
she talking
All
about?
we're doing is confirming that you need one of these. That's it.
no
You're
beans
making
for
my back
breakfast.
itch now, Joanne.
No. Like, why'd she say anything?
I know. We were fine, and then you go and say that we were making you itch.
Remind them. Hey, Tim. He said, sorry, I'm late.
Hey, Tim.
Will,
Hey.
beans
What's up,
and
Will?
eggs are fantastic.
He's tuning in
Yes,
for the
I
first time
agree.
tonight.
Yes, thank you, Will, for tuning in. I agree with Joe Baker. No beans with eggs. Oh,
Right.
Joanne.
Oh, wait, Will, real quick. Will, you said bean and eggs are fantastic. We agree with you. Bean and eggs are fantastic, but are they breakfast fantastic for you?
Separated.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And for Joe, separated. So
Look at
Yes.
this controversial topic. Pineapple
Oh.
on pizza. Yes.
I think
Brianna.
pineapple on
Brianna.
social distancing show is better, but I do think pineapple on pizza is great.
That is blasphemy.
Momager says Jaden will eat beans all day, day. I love Jaden. Cindy said, when I would tell my husband we're eating poor, he would always get excited. I made refried beans over easy eggs with ranchero sauce, pork chops, and fried potatoes, all with tortillas. Hence why we're both chunky. Man, that sounds like a
That doesn't sound like a poor.
And you know what, Cindy? Every time I do think about poor man's food, I do think of your post because I see when you put those frijoles and the pork chops and everything on the plate, and I'm always like, dang, that looks good to me.
That's like rich food right there.
Right.
Oh, Sean's got some burritos, y'all.
Oh, John got the burritos.
Okay, so Brianna says, ooh, thoughts on Cobra Kai?
I haven't started it yet.
I haven't
Season-
started it either.
I've never
have you
heard
seen-
of it.
Okay.
Like the whole thing. All I know is it's from the Karate Kid.
It continues the Karate Kid saga in the same, and all 1, 2, 3, 3 of them are still part of the canon.
So why
So
don't
that's
you
pretty
tell
cool.
us, Bree, what your thoughts are on it, and we'll share.
No spoilers.
Joe will share what he thinks on it, since Sandy and I are
spoilers.
kind of.
Go ahead and spoil it, girl.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's kind of like Sandy was saying earlier. I'm probably also going to forget about it tomorrow, and I'll be like, I watched it for the first time.
Sean said, not me. Sean, tell me, you don't like beans and eggs?
That's what he's saying. That's what I'm hearing.
No
Yes.
way. Oh wait.
And
Okay.
Will said, together. And he
Will's
said,
living on
any
the wild
time
side.
of day.
Okay, wait a minute. So if you eat eggs and beans
Together,
at night?
any time of the day. That's what he just said. Any
No,
time of
not
the day.
him. Us. Or is it just that it's breakfast?
It's for me, it's a breakfast thing. I can eat them
I can't do my breakfast.
lunch and
I can't do
dinner,
beans
but
at
I
breakfast.
cannot do beans at
So
breakfast.
if I were to give you guys, if you came to my house and I was going to serve y'all eggs, beans, and steaks at
I would-
dinner
At dinner, I'd eat
with
it.
some tortillas,
Yeah, I'd eat it. But my eggs and my beans would have to be separate.
I don't want my
like on a
eggs
separate
near
plate.
my steak.
Like separate.
Do you have a
wants-
compartment tray?
They're for my 3-year-old when they were that little, maybe.
No touching. No touching. No touching.
All right.
Look, Will says he misses real Mexican food.
Where are you, Will? Oh, you're up in the north, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
He's up in oil country over in
North Dakota?
Montana? North Dakota?
North Dakota? South Dakota? Let us know where you're at, Will.
Momager says, for our poor man's dinner, my mom would make a fresh pot of beans, some rice, and cornbread. Oh, cornbread. That's never heard of that.
Speaking of which, let's get into that. So everyone who hasn't answered yet, tell us what your poor man's dinner is.
Oh.
Because we all go through it, right? Like we're waiting to stretch that last paycheck, or we just didn't go to... Oh, okay.
I just didn't
get to the store. Yeah, you did. Or you just didn't make it to the store in time, or the power went out and everything in the fridge went down. I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah. What's your poor man's dinner? You go first.
That's very specific there, Mr. Pineapples.
It went down again today, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
you need to have like a ice cooler ready. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Sandy.
You're right.
So, I don't know if it's poor man's. I call it lazy man's, but I do lazy man beef enchiladas. And so instead of rolling them all up, you know how you're supposed to do enchiladas, I brown the meat, cut up my tortillas like in triangles, and then put them in there. We use corn tortillas, but these are made here locally, not the Mission ones. Anyway, so then you put canned enchilada sauce, because this is lazy man's. And then wait for all that to be done, and just throw your cheese. And so it's lazy man enchiladas.
Does Grandma look back on you and think, I didn't treat you that way?
Well, you know, the enchiladas that are from where my mom and they're different than what we make here. We make Tex-Mex enchiladas,
yeah, it's
so
Tex-Mex
they're not really.
Here.
But that's what I make here. Oh, I can't tell you that. And then my mom will really be like, hija de la, why are you up here trying to represent and you don't even know what you're making? Different.
I will just say that one time, and I hate to say it this way, but we were house ridden for whatever reason, sick, surgeries, whatever the case is. And someone brought us over enchiladas for dinner. I was so excited because I was like, someone's really thinking of us, because they know, that I love Mexican food and stuff. And so
they weren't enchiladas, were they?
They had flour tortillas on them, and I was like,
oh, what?
I really appreciated it, but in my mind, I was just like, I was really built up on having enchiladas tonight, and then
okay, but I've seen them with like chicken, like the enchilada with chicken and like sour cream sauce and jalapeno something or another, and they use flour tortillas. They weren't that kind. Were they green sauce or red sauce?
They're not really enchiladas with flour tortillas.
Yeah, to me, they're not enchiladas with flour tortillas. I don't know what it is. It's heavy.
Those are how you were saying earlier.
We'll save that for another time. But Sandy, you know how you were saying like the beans? It's more heavy on the plate.
Yes,
that's how I feel with enchiladas. When you use a flour tortilla, it's a heavier thing, and it's just like I can easily down like 6 or 8 or more tortillas when they're corn. And so when you bring me some flour, it's like I can only have like 2 or 3 because it's just so.
They're filling. Yeah, it's.
Would you say half a dozen tortillas?
I mean, they're really small.
The street taco tortillas, yes.
What's your poor man food?
Me or Jamie?
Jamie.
Yeah.
Poor man food would probably have to be tacos, or we'll say nachos. I'll say nachos. It's hard because my wife tells me, you keep making tacos every single night. What's wrong with you? I'm like, we had tacos today. We had enchiladas yesterday. We had tostadas the day before that. We had nachos. She's like, it's all the same.
It's all different. It's all different.
Anyhow, so I'll say nachos just because it's easy to throw the beans, and I'll get the red kidney beans in the can. I'll drain them and then rinse them with water, throw it in the Instapot, let the Instapot do its thing for about 30 minutes to an hour if I can, and then smash those bad boys right there, and then cheese, simple, fast, easy. When I ain't got time, when I ain't got money, whatever. That's what I throw down.
Joe?
Interesting. So I'm going to start out when I was younger. When I was younger, my family.
When I was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog about 15 years ago. About 15 years ago. Yeah. So my family, we would go on our dry spells, and there'd be times when we couldn't, go out to eat or whatever. But in our house, it was Hamburger Helper. That was the food that you were going to... Because, Hamburger Helper, you just need 1 pound of meat, and you just need the Hamburger Helper and maybe some water, and then maybe some milk, too. That's all you needed to make it happen.
Water.
Yeah. And here's the thing that sucked, too. So we had a family of 5, so I had 2 brothers and my dad and my mom. So you had to eat fast if you wanted seconds, because there wasn't enough for...
Oh, yeah, because usually like a pound feeds maybe 4 people.
Right.
Maybe.
So, maybe. No, a pound.
50 it would, but today that's not going to do much.
Yeah, so you try to spoon it in like, hey, anybody want seconds? No? Okay. Shove it into Man, but yeah, there's all kinds of different flavors, y'all, for a Hamburger Helper. So, and the box costs like $1.50, or back then it was probably like 75 cents. You get that box, and we had Hamburger Helper like 3 or 4 nights a week sometimes. So, because we always were able to get ground beef and stuff. So,
ground beef. Remember that used to be like pennies. Good Lord.
But nowadays, I would probably say for our cheap meals, it's probably tacos, ground beef tacos. Because I just take 2 pounds of ground beef, chop up some onions and potatoes, season it, and then do the corn tortillas. So, and I use the Mission tortillas because it's cheap and they're good. The white corn.
So you brought up a good point, because you also said when we were kids, and I was thinking about when I was a kid, and I would say for me it was migas back in the day, and it was migas or fried spam with tomato sauce. So with some bread, you put both the migas or the spam with tomato sauce on the bread and just eat that.
Man.
And ours was probably beans and rice.
Yeah, I remember times that I would make bread with butter and jelly. That's all we had. It was like butter, or it was actually cool. It was Country Crock, so the Country Crock butter.
I love that container. Yeah. So your mom put beans in it or something and ruined it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, here's the butter. Open it, and it's got beans that have...
This is a fail. This is not how it works. What's so funny is thinking back about that, I'm like, man, did we really use that much butter? Because we had so many of those containers in there.
We did.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And it's not even butter, it's margarine.
Yeah.
I remember one time I saw my mom's grocery list, and she put Oleo on it. And I was like, what is Oleo?
That was the old school butter oil thing.
I was like, Oleo? What the crap? Do we have any comments up? I'm full screen, so I don't see any comments.
No, I've got a million of them. Okay, so starting with Poor Man's Food, Tim says PBJ.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Or crackers, PBJ crackers.
Oh, I remember doing that. You must have thought of that.
Right.
Momager says potatoes, beans, eggs, and bacon and eggs.
Poor man's bread food. What is that? That doesn't sound poor man to me.
Bacon? No, bacon.
I know that's I'm like, bacon.
Girl, you spam. You misspelled spam.
Dr. Pineapple get turkey bacon and no one in the house touches it. But then I'll get real bacon and she'll be like, why didn't you get bacon? I'm like, babe, this has been a horrible year. Turkey bacon's never on the shelves.
Everybody wants it.
It's just nasty. Like, I'll do turkey sausage, but not turkey bacon.
It's gross. Tim says, what's up, Chad?
Who's Chad? Who's he talking to?
I don't know. Chad. Hello, Chad, if you can hear us.
Right.
Chad, are you watching right now?
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, man. That's cool. I made a deal with Tim. I said, when people from up here are in the show and I can't see them, I said, say hi to them so it tells me they're watching.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Chad, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
So Bree says migas all the way, or eggs and beans.
Yes. Also, Wait, so Bree's a beans and eggs gal too.
So migas means it's tortillas in eggs. Is that right? If I'm
Yes.
remember what.
And then
migas
like
are?
some sort of salsa, maybe
Yeah.
something.
So
in
for white people, we did crackers and eggs because that. So and I still do that today. Jet loves it. We put crackers in our eggs when we scramble them up because it makes the eggs go longer or whatever.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call your wife after this. And be like,
We do it all the time.
stop him from
I
doing
do.
that.
Yeah. So we take the crackers, the saltines, and you crumble them up and you mix it up in the scrambled eggs, and there you go. And then you don't even have to salt your eggs very much because
Why
you
even
got
get
salt
the
from
crackers?
saltines.
Just go get some panko breadcrumbs and do the same thing, right?
Because that's expensive. Saltines
Yeah.
are cheap.
Cost money. We're talking about
Cool,
poor
that's
man
cool.
here.
Calm
sorry.
down.
Sorry.
Mama
Oh.
Ginger says yes, casserole style enchiladas.
I do like that.
Nice.
Noise.
And then mine would be ground beef with beans, and that's good. I like ground beef and beans.
Oh,
That's
now
I
that's
could do
good.
that. I could do
Well,
that.
that'll be like up step when I'm doing the beans. I'll make some beef and mix it with them. Throw that on the tortilla.
on the tostada, like when you make tostadas, like
Mhm.
the hard tortillas, and then you smear it with the beans, and then you put
With
your
the
ground
bean
beef on it. Yeah,
Yes.
those are.
Oh,
really
those
good.
are chalupas, right? We call them
Yep.
chalupas.
We call them
They're,
chalupas.
they're
but
everything. Chalupa. I say chalupas, but then you say tostadas. Okay, so Will says bowl of cereal, PB&J chips, and Louisiana hot sauce ramen noodles. That sounds like a jail meal. Tell
and
us
Sandy
about
would know.
Oh my
Sandy would know, okay? Because she follows up on jail.
I know
So
things.
let's talk about ramen noodles right quick.
Okay.
So Blana and her boyfriend yesterday came in and said, "Hey, Dad, we're making the hottest bowl of ramen noodles you've ever tasted." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And then, like 10 minutes later, they're like, "Hey, Dad, you want to try it?" I'm like, "Sure." So I take a roll, I roll up the thing of noodles, and I take and inhale it, and I'm already starting to cough.
Oh my
So I eat it, and so it burned my lips. I could feel it for like, I don't know what they put in it, but it was definitely hot.
Did they eat it? Or was this
They
a
took a
bad
couple of
salad?
bites of it and stuff like that, but yeah, it was burning the whole time, and it was a slow burn.
Did,
And
did
it
Chris
like reached my
eat
lips.
it?
Right
And
here.
she's like, "What are y'all crying about?"
No, Chris said it was hot too, but
Oh,
but it was funny because Belana's like, "Why did you take such a big bite? You knew we told you it was hot." I was like,
she didn't
You
stop
didn't
you?
believe him. That's what
Right,
happened.
exactly. Sorry on the comments. Go ahead.
Joanne says no sour cream with Mexican food. Joanne, and I was just telling Eric, if I could only find a good dairy-free sour cream because I miss it on my enchiladas. I really do.
Oh,
I'm
Have you
okay
ever
with
had sour cream on
food.
enchiladas?
Mhm. You know,
Is that a
No.
no?
I had it. I love it.
I've
Me
done the
too,
sour
it's so
cream
good.
chicken enchiladas at Caboose, and I didn't.
No,
mind that.
just a cold glob of sour cream
Just
on your
a
enchiladas.
dollop
Oh, no.
of Daisy up in
You know
here.
what, Sandy, Joe?
Hmm.
So here in the house, when I make enchiladas, I always make sure to have eggs in the fridge so that I can put some over easy or fried eggs on top of the enchiladas.
Because you make the flat ones, the stack ones.
So even when they're rolled, it's just if I make enchiladas in the home, whether it's rolled or stacked, as long as they're corn tortillas, I'll always put fried eggs on top of all
Oh
of our
yeah, I
enchiladas.
slap an egg on it all the time.
See, and my
that
friends,
yolk just, ooh.
yeah. So my friends were the ones who introduced me to that. They made theirs flat. Their grandma always made it flat, and then she would put an egg on top of it. But I've never seen them on a rolled.
They're good.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I think Tron has a bento box.
I was gonna say, is it a
I was like,
bento box?
the bento box.
That's a bento box.
I always wanted one.
And let's see. Priscilla says my mom makes papas every single day for breakfast. Skillet ones, hash browns. I love papas for breakfast.
I would love to
yeah,
be in your
papas are
house
good.
then because those, oh yeah.
I just love potatoes.
I know it's so wrong, but I told you about my 2-week fermented potatoes, right?
Yeah.
My oldest daughter won't touch hamburger helper. She got burned out. Like, we haven't done hamburger helper in a very long time, but yeah,
Yeah.
I could definitely see getting burned out.
Someone
We
gifted
burned
one of
out
my
on
kids-
ramen. That's what we burned out on.
Mhm.
Not ramen.
Someone gifted one of my kids a hamburger helper. They were like, "Go get some beef, Dad. We want to make this." And I'm like, "We don't want to make this." And they're like, "Make." I'm like, "I'm not making this in my house."
You should let him do it just so that...
We eventually did, but I was like, oh, I don't like hamburger helper in my house.
So Tim said growing up, tuna was the poor meal.
Oh, yeah. We had lots of tuna, too. And
We had
you know
lots
how
of
people make the tuna salad a little... Everyone makes their tuna salad a little bit different. I hated my grandmother's. God rest her soul.
Why? What was wrong with hers?
She put apples in it.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Okay, I don't like tuna. I've never liked tuna in my life.
In any of its forms?
No.
Like sushi?
Well, okay, I like
seared?
it on sushi. Let me just take that right on back. But that nasty mushed up one that you get out of a pouch or a can, no.
Yeah, okay.
I can eat that all by itself.
I need some mayonnaise, some pickles, and salt and pepper in that. I'm okay with that.
Oh,
See, and I can't use mayonnaise. I have to use the Miracle Whip. Yeah, because I like the tangy. Mayonnaise is not tangy. Mayonnaise is nasty.
So I like the Mexican mayo that has the lime in it. Have y'all had that? You put that on your corn.
Yes.
You put it on your elote, and then you put
man.
tahini on that sucker. So good.
Oh, the producer was talking about that. She was like, she was like, putting mayonnaise. I need to put some mayonnaise on this corn. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Was that was when like she first did it around you, right?
No, it's just recent. It's like, what are you talking about? That's gross.
Okay, once we get a house, once we move back from Pflugerville, I'm gonna make y'all some so you can try it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Man, I'm behind. Where are we? Okay. So you used to be able to feed 5 or 6 people with one box of hamburger helper. Now you're lucky to feed 3.
Right.
That's right.
That
you
is
think
right.
the box got smaller?
So, Dolores, I need to know what your favorite flavor was. Or is it just my family eats a lot? Well, we weren't trying to say nothing, but if the hamburger helper box fits.
Right. She said that was before y'all asked for poor man's meal. And Will says, oh, I forgot about grilled cheese and tomato soup.
I never had that until I was grown up 5 years ago. And
for my 18th birthday.
Right. And let me tell you, that is really good. Like tomato soup and grilled cheese is really good. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was, but yeah. So 5 years ago, that was pretty
Anyone
good.
else's poor man's grilled cheese used to just be cheese and bread and then throw it in the microwave real quick?
Oh yeah, that's not even grilled cheese. That's a melted cheese sandwich.
That's a sad cheese sandwich.
That's what my girls do for grilled cheese.
So we'll put it, like, if I'm in a hurry, I'll put it in the toaster and toast it, and then I'll put it in the microwave and do it that way if I'm in a hurry. So, but man, hearing that to grilled cheese and tomato soup, I need to go. I want to do that.
It's good, right?
Like,
you get
is it
good.
a Campbell's or do you make your own
I've
tomato
done both.
soup?
It'd be Campbell's.
I've never made a tomato soup before.
It's really good.
Does it ketchup?
Yes, it's a watery ketchup.
Is it just ketchup? That's all I can picture.
Oh my gosh. I'd like to go into more detail right now because
Cindy said, Jamie, spam, potatoes, bacon, all cooked together in tomato sauce. We eat a lot of Brenner breakfast for dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. That's cool.
I get that. You know what I do, Cindy, for my bacon, though? A lot of times when I'm looking to make like quick omelets, I buy packages of the bacon bits, and then I just open those up and throw it in there, and then put the omelet stuff. So like,
but the real bacon bits.
Yeah. Real bacon bits, not the fake ones.
Not bacon bits.
Right, not bacon. Which are not bad. I mean, they're okay on a salad, but definitely not for the omelet style you're going for.
Okay, so and then Sean said no, thank you.
Sean, you got to have some hamburger helper once in your life, bro.
Oh, what is this? Fritos scrambled with eggs, delicious.
Oh, that's along the lines with my crackers.
I was going to say that's more like his stuff. I don't know that I do that. My Fritos goes with the chili and cheese and some onions and Frito pie.
Marty's. What in the world?
Hey,
potted meat.
Marty's.
But thanks for joining us, Marty.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I've never seen it, or I've seen her in the comments.
That means that she's watching with Bree.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone happens to be a helicopter parent.
Making sure we're appropriate.
She was like, never stopped.
And then Sean said, no, thank you again.
Man.
Oh, and then Marty said, potted meat with crackers.
What's potted meat? Is potted
is
meat
potted
it
meat?
came in the thing and
I
it
thought
popped
that was
off like that?
tuna. Isn't that tuna?
No, I think it's totally separate because I think you can do potted meat that is like.
Is it hamburger in a can? I've seen hamburger in a can. Have y'all seen that?
I've seen
can,
tamales
and
in a can.
Ooh.
They're slimy.
So there was this spread that I really like. It's like a spread. I've seen that, but I don't remember potted
A
meat.
charcuterie board? Not a charcuterie board.
I don't think
I
it's a
would like
charcuterie
to
board.
say thank you, and I can't stand you sometimes, Sandy, because every time I see that thing now, that's all that I can say in my head. I can't even say it for real.
I don't even know what the real word is anymore. It's like
I don't
charcuterie.
either.
It's
I don't either.
charcuterie. Charcuterie.
You can say it as many times as you want, Joe, but all I can keep
Charcuterie.
saying is charcuterie board. That's all I can say, and it drives me. And I even tell my wife, I'll be on the phone, I'm like, "You gotta see this charcuterie board, babe." And she's like, "What'd you say?"
You know what I'm talking about? An adult Lunchable.
Come on now. Just come look at it, okay? Don't worry about what I said. So, Maris, you're gonna have to elaborate a little bit on the
Private
potted
please.
meat because I don't remember what potted meat was. And Joan, no, thank
No,
you.
thank you. Do not give him.
Joan,
It's stuck.
are you hitting repeat the whole time?
Yeah, there you go. That's what I meant.
Beef stroganoff.
highlighted-
What is this? This sounds bougie.
Yeah, that was the best flavor
Oh,
of Hamburger Helper. That was her
Helper.
favorite flavor.
Hamburger
Yeah.
Helper.
Ah.
So we did beef stroganoff. There was a chili, and then there was a potato one too that we would do. So there were like three.
I remember the
four
only one I've
flavors.
ever recall is Chili Mac.
Yeah, that's
right?
one.
Chili
Yep.
Mac?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else we got?
Will says Campbell's soup with lots of pepper.
The tomato soup.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
And then
I'm
Sean says, no, thank you, Joe.
And the funny thing is,
I think that was-
there a long time ago.
Yeah. No, that was about the. I told him that he needs to have some Hamburger Helper in his life. And he's like, no, thank you.
And Marty said, what up?
What up?
What
Long time no see.
Gabby used to make ghetto grilled cheese. That's what she named it. She would toast the bread and put the cheese on the hot bread as soon as it popped up.
She's like, they're ready with the
grilled
cheese.
It's funny to know that the 10-year-olds and the 24-year-olds in my life, that's how they make their grilled cheese.
That's funny. I love it.
What, 24-year-olds? You have 24-year-olds in your life?
Yeah, her name is Gabby.
Oh.
Marty said, yes, Joe. Oh,
What
listen
was
to
that?
this. Potted meat reminds me of Vienna wieners smashed up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Oh, Viennese sausage? Man, I could
I'm
down
out.
that too.
Pardon me. Say that again.
Slimy.
Viennese sausages. I'm down all by myself.
My name is Joe, and I pronounce things fancy.
He popped his pinky when he said it.
Viennese sausage. Pointed to the moon. Now you know.
Pina, you remember pouring a pound of black pepper on half-pound French fries in junior high?
Yes. You'd sit there with the little things, and you'd be like, you'd be pouring those little things because there'd be days where they didn't have the little pepper shakers because people were, anyway. But yeah, Will and I went to Atkins together. We went to junior high together.
Okay,
okay.
wow.
And high school. Sorry.
Joanne said it's mushy meat in a can. It looks like cat or dog food.
Yes.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
That looked like it. That intrigued you a lot, Joe.
Yeah,
Your response just now was very like,
I was like, oh,
sign me up.
I'll try that.
Mashed weenies in a small can. I can't do it, kids. I can't.
It sounds so gross when you read it like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I
no.
mean, just knowing that there's meat in a can and that could
I'm
last
telling
for eternity.
Go look for hamburger in a can.
Mm-mm. I saw a review. I did see a review about it. I think it was an Asian woman that reviewed it.
Yes. She's on Facebook all the time, and she does great videos, actually.
And she pulls a whole hamburger out of a
It's
can.
so wild, Sandy. Yes.
So gross. And then her face that she made when she bit into
She's
it, I'm like,
it's interesting. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't recommend. 0 out of 0 stars
let me
after the
show you what
face
happened real quick. So I got off of work, I thought I needed to work a little bit more, but I was like, I'm gonna just go lay down on my bed, my nice comfy bed. So I went to go do that, watch some anime and stuff. Then my wife gets home, and the kids come home. And they're all like, "Daddy, we got you something." Well, actually, it's for the family, but you're gonna love it. And I was like, "What, really?" And I turned around and I was like, "Maybe it's the PlayStation 5 I didn't get for Christmas." And I turned around, I was like, "No, it's not the PlayStation 5." But
It's a box of
then
hamburger helper.
it was a box.
Bam.
Oh,
An air fryer.
Air fryer. What?
For real.
I swear I read anti-gravity first.
And I could have swore it said Chiefs, man. Going to the Super Bowl, Chiefs.
Yes.
Isn't that cool? Do y'all have an air fryer yet, guys?
I do not have an air fryer. This one has a large viewing window and an advanced digital display.
It's legit, dude.
What makes it more advanced than just a digital display?
Right, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I don't know.
Because if we throw the word advanced in, we can charge an extra $5.
Right. Or you put Pro in front of anything.
But then you put Turbo Fry, an advanced digital display, more power.
I'm like, turbo fry. So does that mean it fries it faster?
Yeah, and no one else can put Turbo Fry on their product because
because it's trademarked.
It's rights reserved.
Yeah, look at
Turbo
that.
Fry.
So what'd you make in it tonight?
She brought it like at the time when I was like, "Oh, it's 8:30. I gotta go. I gotta get ready for the show."
Mm.
So anyway, but
what are you planning on making in it?
I am legit gonna do my. I don't know if I'm gonna do 2-week fermented potatoes, but I'm gonna do at least 24 hours fermented potatoes.
Nice.
The French
I'm
fries.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what they do in there. But I was looking at recipes for donuts. I was looking at recipes for donuts in there, and some cakes. And so I'm like, I wonder what kind of desserts I can make with this bad boy.
You can also make hot wings too, right?
Yes, that's what they say. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I told my wife, I was like, I really wanted one for Christmas, but I was like, babe, you're not going to handle more stuff on the counters. I was like, but this, I really wanted. So when she brought it home tonight, I was like, freaking queen in my house. Yes.
Right. And she would be a bigger queen if she got you a PS5 as well.
Right.
From their lips to your ear. when you catch us on the replay, babe.
Right, exactly.
Right. Up there were #worst trade.
Give me that PS5.
So I'm really excited about using that bad boy. You guys throw some of your recipes in the comments on what you've used your air fryers for, because I know that's a big fad right now. That's the big thing. And so I was like, sweet. I'm really excited about it.
Our Ninja Foodie has an air fryer built in. So it's like a crock. Remember, I've told you it's like a 4-in-1. I don't know what all it does. The husband operates that one. But he makes the wings in it, and it's so good.
Oh, I can't wait to try that.
So do they come out crispy then?
Yes. So what you do is I think he cooks them first, and then he air fries them, and then and then shakes them up or whatever. No, I'm in the office in Pflugerville. Remember that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I saw I've seen people who've done even corn dogs and stuff like that in there, and I'm like, how are they doing this? It's crazy. So now I'm excited to go down that rabbit hole and see what I can do.
Look at this. Hold on. Wait a second. Look at Momager. She says, I love my air fryer. And then she starts spitting out, we need to get the Blackstone with the built-in air fryer.
Oh, my goodness.
You can make chicken and steaks in it, too. Delish. And then she says, I also make jalapeno poppers in it.
You know what?
And then Sean said, not so.
So, Momager, I actually saw a recipe this weekend where some people were making steaks in their air fryer, and I was like, they did not look bad at all. I was like, holy jeez, that came out of a freaking air fryer?
That came out of
I
a
was like,
freaking
okay.
air fryer.
All right.
So Eric made a rotisserie chicken in our Ninja Foodie. I think the air fryer part was the last of it to get it crispy.
Oh, wow. That is interesting. I'm not sure if I want to add any more kitchen gadgets at this time.
I know, I don't, but I'm going to use it like crazy. I really am.
Yeah, we've used it quite a bit, more than I thought, really.
Joanne, I was telling them, or maybe Joe, or maybe just Sandy, I was telling them how you inspired me because if we upgrade or when we move into the next house, I'm going to get an oven with 2 or a stove with 2 ovens in it.
Oh yeah, you said that her oven was legit.
And it's blue on the inside. I like it.
Momager's oven. Okay, so wait a
No,
second. Let's talk about this. Oh, Joanne's. Okay, because hers is not a wall unit. It's a.
Yeah, it goes into the.
Okay, it's like a traditional one, right?
It's a stove. Yeah.
Okay,
So
but it has a double oven.
Yeah, it's one on the top and then one on the bottom. So instead of just the full, like, what you think, imagine like this. You'd be able to fit the turkey on top, and then you put the casseroles on the bottom.
That's a big sucker. I can't imagine it, honestly.
It's the same size. The only thing is you can set the temperature to the ovens differently so that you can cook bake.
I wonder if it takes out the storage, because usually you have that storage space underneath the oven.
Oh, that's a good point.
I wonder if it takes some of that out of there.
Joanne, tell us in the comments.
That's not good. That's not good for Mexican families, traditional ones that use the entire thing as storage.
Right, exactly.
Like my mother.
If my mom was here, she would. That'd be her too, and my grandmother too. Yes. Well, I'm sorry.
We never used. I promise you, growing up, we never used that to bake. Like if you needed a pot, you would get it from the oven.
Yeah.
That's
and very rarely you'd get towels from the oven too, because for whatever reason they were just in there, and you'd be like, okay. As an adult, I realize now, what were we doing? But then as a kid, you just be like, it was as natural as getting milk from the fridge.
The funny part is I follow a lot of Mexican comedians, and it's a Mexico thing because they are constantly laughing at moms that pull stuff out of the ovens. Like it's an ongoing thing.
Do you have ghosts in your room?
No, this light flickers occasionally.
Oh, I was like, your grandma's with you right now.
That's what I'm talking, giving her oven secret.
She's like, what are you saying, Sandy?
Right.
And then she found out it was something good, so it stopped flickering.
Right. I'm going to follow the light now.
So we got less than 10 minutes left for the rest of the show. I don't mind talking about another topic, but I did want to ask you do you think we should tell everyone the idea that we were talking about for adding new content into the show?
No, not at all.
Or should we wait for season 3?
No, I like it.
Is it something we want to add now, or do we want to wait for season 3 to add it?
We should wait for season 3 to add it.
Okay.
Wait, so when are we ending our season? That's what we should. We haven't into that.
We hadn't talked about that, but so here's a couple of the thoughts that have been up in the air. Is Joe usually has a very busy, what'd you say, March and April, Joe? Right?
March and April, I get very busy. Yeah.
So basically springtime. So Sandy, we could technically take off that whole time right there, or we can kind of do something where we break for the month of March, because I think March is spring breaks, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would cover, I think that would cover all of us since we're different parts of the country. So maybe we take March off, and then we come back in April or May.
Was Joe still busy? Did you say you were still busy in April?
Yeah, but you guys could use guest hosts and find another Filipino to fill in. It's
the obligatory Filipino.
What was that guy's name from Caboose?
Be offended. Oh, Mel?
Mel. Oh my goodness. I love Mel.
If you ever wanted to find a better one than Joe, that's the one.
Right. Yeah, Mel was awesome.
Oh, I loved him.
I lost him. I think we were friends on Facebook at one time, so I don't know. I'll have to look for him. Yeah, he was. And that dude could dance.
He was just great. He was just like a great guy.
I just loved him.
He needs to win like just the great guy award.
Mm-hmm.
In the world kind of thing. So, but anyway, so guys, tell us what you think in the comments. We're going to talk about it and think about it some more too. But so we would either take all of March, or we'll definitely take all of March off, whether that's going to end season 2, which is what it's looking like. Because here's the other thing though too, guys, is our 1-year anniversary actually comes up at the end of March.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Is that when we started?
Yeah, I think our first episode was the last there was the last day in March.
Oh.
If not last of March, definitely was the 1st of April. But I'm pretty sure it's the last of March.
Mm.
So
hey, we're seeing some comments.
Momager said, "Are we not supposed to put our pans in the oven?" You totally are. You totally are.
You know,
do what you want,
Momager. I started putting the cast iron pots in the oven, and she's like, "Why are these in here now? They're hot." And I'm like, I don't know why. I guess I just, for some reason, put them in there. That didn't make sense.
It's built into my DNA.
Now that we're talking about this, I'm totally going to tell her about it. Be like, I think it's a Mexican thing, babe.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell the secret?
What secret is she talking about?
The egg secret. The secret egg that you...
Your egg drop soup. Secret.
The Easter egg that you said that you're not going to tell us, that only 2 people know that have been sworn to secrecy.
I thought we were talking about beans and eggs. I'm like, what?
She said, yes, it does take storage, and the new stove has a small oven on top and larger oven at the bottom, but I use a small oven for storage. I love this. And Sean is upset that y'all are using that for storage. He said, no.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen that.
Joe, have you not ever paid attention to my aunt's house? She'll pull her stuff out of storage.
Really? I guess not. I've never
Joe's
seen
like, I thought she was just warming the pan up in there.
I'm just noticing the food, all the food that she makes. I'm just there to grub.
That's funny. So, okay, so then, yeah. I don't know. We don't have to decide right now, but if you guys want to throw your input in the comment section, that would be, useful. I do think we should do something for sure for the anniversary show, though. We should definitely have something.
Yeah.
For our anniversary.
It's our anniversary.
I can't wait to see what y'all get me for our anniversary.
We never said what we're going to do for season 3, though. You started that, and then we went into when we're going to take our break.
So should I continue with what we're going to do for season 3?
Yeah. Okay. Might as well.
So for the viewers that are still here, yeah. So I was talking with Joe and Sandy. I was telling them I think I'd like to introduce a new type of what would you want to call it?
Round. It's like a discussion panel type thing.
So what we're going to do is, traditionally, you guys, we've always brought guests on because we want to meet new friends. That's not going to stop, but the way that we go about it is going to change. So before, we've looked for people who had a niche in life that we wanted to bring on and put the spotlight on them on.
And we still can.
And yeah, we're not going to stop that. But what we're going to try to introduce, just to kind of keep things fresh and lively and whatnot, is we want to introduce putting a spotlight on a topic now. And then we'll bring... The guest doesn't necessarily have to have a niche in life on that topic. It'd just be any of you who just want to come on with us tonight. And then kind of like we've been doing tonight, we'll just go rounds that have to deal with that main topic and then maybe the subtopics around it. And then we talk about that and we'd ask questions, and the audience, you guys would interact with us much like you've interacted with us tonight.
Yeah. Unless it's UFO, aliens, murders.
I was really hoping that, we could do like a maybe Jerry Springer, Maury Povich type, where people come on and try to get their baby daddy. Like if you want to reveal to somebody that they're their baby daddy, that would be amazing.
Or I think we could go safer and just be like, if you want to do your baby's gender reveal here, we will reveal your baby's gender for your family on the show.
Right. Instead of starting wildfires in California,
yes,
let us do it safely.
Well, we're not going to start fires for you in California. That's not what he meant.
No.
We'll reveal the gender of the baby.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Sean wants to drop
what we should do is like little hints. Like we should have like little hints. Like...
like little blue sleeves on the hand.
Little blue, in that way they have to actually watch the whole show, and then they might actually get it's all at the thing. Yeah, like there were little hints throughout the show to let them know what they were having.
Yeah, I like that. That's funny. That's a good idea.
So if you want us to do a gender reveal, holler at us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Or if there's something that you want us to talk about, let us know that too. That'd be cool. Just hey, I want to see you guys talk about Yogi Bear.
Or if players should be paid. College athletes should be paid.
Yes. And then
polyamorous relationships. Oh, if you want advice, ask us too. If you want advice if you should be in a polyamorous relationship or not, we'll give you our opinion on that.
Yes, and we can black out your face. Like you don't have to be on
we
screen.
can actually do that.
You can be anonymous.
Unless somebody says your name. One of us screws up and says your
Because
name.
I can do that. I can totally screw that up. So don't tell me your name.
Right, exactly.
I would be like, Joe, no, your name.
Right, exactly. Random person.
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
Oh, I love it.
I just wanted to tell you all, I don't remember why I came on here,
Oh, that's good. That's good.
but her name was Lola one year, and she was a showgirl, but that was 20 years ago. Okay?
Okay. So
Oh man, like I was ready to like I'm listening. Like, what do you got?
that would be perfect. We need maybe we could do like mystery guests and we can interview the mystery guests and people would have to like name them or something like that. I think that'd be cool too.
Like it, yes.
Like we should have
what
like
is it?
a total
a-
game show where they let us like, all right, y'all. Today's show is mystery guest, and if you guess the mystery guest, if we're able to find somebody, like someone
Like
mildly
someone who likes their beans and eggs in the morning.
right,
who was
right,
watching tonight?
exactly, then we would be able, we would give out a
How would
prize.
we give? How would that work out for people who don't know the mystery guest, and we want them to guess who it is though?
I don't
They
know.
need to
I
watch
don't-
more often.
Details.
You're gonna leave that to our producer, right, Joe?
Right, exactly. Jamie, don't start thinking about it now, man. This is like a brain dump. You just need to like listen and then we can worry about the details later, okay? I don't understand.
Momager says yes, mystery guest would be fun. And Chon says no, thank you, Joe.
John, there is something wrong with your phone. You might want to go get that checked out. It's only got 4 words that it types out.
From his perspective, he's like, I only have to use 4 words to respond on their show.
Right,
It works so well. It works so well.
Could you imagine having Chon as the mystery guest? That would be tough.
Because if he typed no,
All he
I'd
would
be
say
like,
is-
Chon.
You would just say, no, thank you, Joe. Even in his disguised voice.
That would be
Oh,
so
no,
funny.
dude.
Chon, you need to be our mystery guest.
No.
And he's gonna say no. Yeah.
Here comes wait. So yeah, that's what we got.
Oh,
so
look. Oh, this was a more stern no.
Yeah. That
was a hard no. He
I
was
think
like,
that was a hard no.
yeah.
Well,
Well, everyone,
fine, Chon. It's fine.
Look at
This
Tim.
it's spread. It's spread now.
Look, wait. He said yes.
Oh,
Chon, my people will be
Okay.
calling your people.
or was he saying yes to the hard no?
We're still going to call you.
Our people will be in touch, Chon.
Definitely will. Definitely will. All right, everyone. So we are about to sign off, and today is Wednesday, so that means you won't see us 3 all again until next Monday. If you guys got some guests, let us know. I am actually working on a basketball player. She plays for a certain college, not in Lubbock, and so I
She
am
plays for a collage.
a collage, and so I've gotten in talks with her so that she can come on a future episode. I'm also started talks with someone who's actually, I don't know if I want to say what they are.
Don't do it.
Okay, all right, because it's pretty spectacular.
Oh my goodness.
The professional guy that I told you
Oh
about.
yes. Oh yes. That is really
I think
spectacular.
Joe had forgotten.
Yeah, I did. I totally
He
forgot.
did. So know that we have a professional someone, guys. If you know people who are
Professional, like
Yeah.
actually professional. Like
Yeah.
I watched a couple of the videos, and I was like,
It was very professional.
it was just, he was just out of,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was lit.
yeah,
He was lit.
he was lits.
Lit.
Yeah.
Don't say do it.
Hey,
Yeah.
if y'all start hearing people say lits, know that it started here.
You heard it here first.
True story.
Well, actually,
True
it
story.
started on
The Strange Connection
the
show.
Strange Connection show, but we incorporated it here
Hashtag
first.
Where's Trey?
Yeah, hashtag Where's Trey. Oh, so be sure to check out this one's show.
Saturday at 11. It's going to be a special guest. You guys make sure you're there. I'm not going to tell you anymore because you have to be there to watch it.
And then also on Sunday, we have the Strange Connection show going on, and our friends over there are going to be interviewing a very special someone for their first run at the what do they call it? Professionals or jobs?
Cool jobs.
Cool jobs. I have to get with her and make sure. But our cool job.
Not to be confused with Steve Jobs.
Yes,
Not
our cool
not
runnings.
to be confused.
Our cool runnings.
Right.
Although, if you are a part of a bobsled team from Africa, we would be interested in interviewing you here.
Jamaica.
Them too. So Sunday, be on the lookout for that, and then we'll be back next Monday. Okay.
Next Monday.
All right. So everyone, we love you. Let's make sure any of those last minute.
Make
Comment.
sure you get the right
Colin
one.
said the new boss, and then
Cool jobs.
Momager said cool jobs, and Chon said no, thank you, Joe.
Hey, I want to say a very special thank you to all of our new guests who's tuned in tonight. Thanks for coming and watching. Bree, Marius, Will,
yeah.
and
Come back.
Chad. Yeah, come back and let us know what you liked about the show or what you want us to talk about again. Okay.
Or if you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. And
Right.
We don't really care.
Mind your damn.
Show them, Sandy. Put like up there. No ugly faces up there, above your right shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Point up.
Point up here, Sandy.
Up there. More.
going, keep going. And
More.
then out. Go out. Other way.
Right
we
there.
go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be angry.
Yeah.
no,
there.
No
No
angry
angry
faces. Come
No
on.
manches.
Okay,
So-
Will would really like a quick explanation on this because I think he mentioned it earlier.
Isn't it Vienna? Maybe in your house, Will. But in
But
my
he's
house,
Filipino.
it's Vieni.
No.
We eat
And they're bougie.
Vieni.
They are.
Did you notice the pinky? Did you notice the pinky?
Okay.
Watch.
See there? It's a pinky to the Lord.
All right, everyone. We love you very much, and as usual,
Remember to wash your hands.
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
night.
Love y'all.
It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?